Right, today I've got something really exciting to show you. So I've got my lovely model here, and this is when I done loads of different colours all the way through. So I colour melted everything all together. Now I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't want to colour her, but I've done this education page for a reason. So I'm so happy, obviously, with this result. It was amazing. But I just want to show you now when you can get like clients coming through the door and they want a complete change. So as you can see, we've got a red, we've got a purple, and we've got a really nice orangey coral colour. So all these colours were from Guy Tang's range, so Superpowers. They are amazing. I haven't got my colour chart here for the Superpowers that will at the salon, but I literally just got a few pieces here, and I couldn't bring everything back, but I thought I'd just bring enough back just through lockdown just to do my education page. But I was so excited. I just brought quite a fair bit back, but I forgot a fair bit as well. But I don't know why I always go off the subject for some reason. I don't know why. So anyway, so I've got my lovely model here. Now, if you get a client coming through the door and like, I want a complete change, I want to go lighter, I want this, I want that, and everything like that. So I have done a tutorial to remove existing colour. Now, on my client, there is a lot of colours going on here. So as soon as you put a pre-lightener on this hair, because there's so many different sort of like levels of colour, you know, there's a root shadow, then it's colour melted into the purple, then colour melted into the red, then into the coral. There's a lot going on. So as soon as I put like a pre-lightener on this, when you open up that foil, you can get like sort of like bands of colour all the way through. Now I'm going to eliminate all of that. So what I want to do first of all, I want to neutralise all my colours. So I need to neutralise everything. And if that means taking the hair darker, so be it. It takes the hair darker, because when you put a pre-lightener on this, like straight away, it's not going to lift evenly. There's going to be so many bands of colour, where obviously the pre-lighteners touch the hair, and obviously in vibrant places, you know, there's going to be like a barrier, and then in like the warmer, lighter, you know, colour, it might lift up nicely. But to neutralise all of this, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be smoking out the root area with dark shadows. It's my favourite. It is so nice. It's so natural, and it adds depth, and it just smokes everything out, which is beautiful. And I'm going to use the double S range in my density. So the double S range has got violet, so it's going to neutralise any warmth. And I want to start off with like a smoky, ashy sort of base. So my plan is obviously to get this one colour all over, but with a little bit of a twist. I like to, you know, make the colours a little bit interesting. So I do like to give it a bit of a root shadow, then colour melted into another colour. So in this case, I'm using dark shadows at the root, melted in with the SS range. And I'll show you in a minute what colour I'm going to be using in the SS range. But what I'm talking to you today about is we need to neutralise all these colours. So in my last, obviously, tutorial, I showed you how to eliminate, obviously, old colour. Yes, you can. But bearing in mind, obviously, with that, it was like, obviously, green at the root and then just one colour sort of all the way through the ends. But when you got a colour like this, it's going to be a bit more challenging. So you can use that technique, what I showed you, but I know, obviously, you know, being a hairdresser for so many years, and as well as you do as well, as soon as you put pre-lightener on this, it's going to be bandy, and we've all done it, do you know what I mean? But learning through the years of hairdressing, you have to make things a lot more simple for yourself. So I'm going to neutralise all this. Like I said, I'm going to do dark shadows at the root into the SS range, and that is just going to eliminate all of this. So I want to start off with a blank canvas. So my aim on her today is getting her one colour all the way through. So that's going to be like her natural hair, do you know what I mean? So she's just walked through the door, she's got natural hair all over, beautiful. And then we're going to add in some light pieces. And with the light pieces, incorporate that with the natural colour, which is obviously going to be coloured. But I'm going to incorporate the lighter pieces to give like dimension. So we're going to try and get her to like a lived-in colour. But with what's going on, there's a lot of vibrant colours going on. So, you know, we're going to have to like darken her down. So I'm going to be using the 6SS. I'll just grab the colour chart for you. So I'm using dark shadows. I always do that on that way, didn't I? I'm using dark shadows at the root, okay? And then I'm using the 6SS. So in this range, obviously it neutralises like yellow, neutralises like warm tones. So we have got a lot of warm tones. So I'm going to use the SS range. And also what I've done in my 6SS, I've just added a smidge of dark shadows. So that is the plan. So when I colour, I like to try and get my client's hair to a blank canvas as possible. So when I say a blank canvas, I don't mean like getting it up to like mega like 9 or 10. It could be like a level 6 all over. My aim is getting her to a blank canvas. So a blank canvas is one colour all over, whether it be a 9 all over, a level 9, a level 10 all over, that white blonde, or we go down obviously into like the darker levels. So I don't want to start off by pre-lightening my client's hair when it's all colours like this. We need to neutralise as much as possible. So yeah, so that is a little bit of theory behind what I'm going to be doing today. Like I said, you know, my page is all new to me, and I thank you so much for your love and support through my page. It's been amazing, the amount of people that, you know, are getting involved and stuff like that. But I'd just like to show you like what I get up to, showing you my tips and tricks. And yeah, and I'm really pleased that I've done this through lockdown. So that is the bit of the consultation that I'm doing. So my aim is to get it all one colour all the way through. I want it that nice ashy, smoky base to start off with. And then we are going to add in some like blonde pieces and incorporate her all over colour, what we're going to be doing, in with that. So we got that nice, smoky, lived in look. So it depends how much the hair will lift up once we have done our all over colour, because I'm taking it down to like a 6. And the reason why I'm taking it down to a 6 is just to make sure I get full coverage, even tone all the way through. And that's the most important part of it all as well, because if I went in just with a pre-lightener, like I said previously, it's going to lift up in different areas, like different levels. So I'm going to obviously neutralise her today to get her to a one colour all over. And then what you find is when the colour is even all the way through, when you lift up the hair with a pre-lightener, it's going to be that even tone all the way through, because you've already neutralised the colour. So the level of lift is going to be just one like even tone all the way through. So I'm taking it down to a 6. Even if I lift her up 2 shades today, I'm going to be happy with that, because I'm going to be happy because the level of lift is going to be even all the way through. And you're going to have that real nice ashy smoky base, and then it's going to be really nicely lifted. So it can lift up 2 shades, 3 shades. It doesn't matter, as long as we are lifting up evenly all the way through. That is the most important, because you don't want to be lifting up and then you've got levels of different lifts all the way through. It's just not nice. So I'm going to pre-tone her. So I'm using obviously dark shadows at the root, and I'm using 6SS. So the dark shadows, you can mix it with 20 volt or 10 volt. I'm mixing it with 10 volt because I literally just want to deposit the colour. I don't want to be lifting. And then with the 6SS, I'm using Demi Semi Colour. And that is just adding, like, obviously tone. It's not lifting. It's going to deposit the colour. It's going to eliminate all this warmth, and it's going to give it a real nice shine and gloss all the way through. So yeah, so I will be back and I'll show you how to apply the colour. So see you in a minute.